Now, breaking news out of California. A judge just blocked President Trump's National Guard deployment in Los Angeles. Governor Newsom will regain control of those guardsmen. Joining me now is former acting ICE Director Jonathan Fahey. So, Jonathan, how big a blow is this to the administration?
I don't think it's a big blow at all. It's one of these things, they'll appeal it, and almost every one of these situations involving the National Guard, the higher courts have ruled in favor of the administration, because this is inherently President Trump and his administration's decisions whether or not to deploy the Guard, and the courts will defer to him. But a lot of these district courts have definitely been out of step with the higher courts, but not a big blow. President Trump will not be deterred, and there's always a plan B and a plan C for all of these things with the Trump administration.
You know, kind of related to that is a situation in Illinois where Governor Pritzker has enacted a new law prohibiting federal immigration arrests near courthouses, hospitals, daycares, and colleges. Again, doesn't federal law overshadow state law here?
You're exactly right. And I wanted to say that what he's doing is utter nonsense, but it's actually harmful. But two reasons. This is kind of a remarkable feat if you look at it, because not only is this law unconstitutional under the Supremacy Clause of the United States, and it's unequivocally clear that it is. The second part, which makes it even worse, if they were to try to enforce this law, meaning Illinois, they would be violating criminal law federally because they would be impeding ICE agents from doing their job. So it's a really remarkable thing, because if he sends out state agents to enforce this law, he can subject them to criminal liability. And he knows, and he certainly should know, that this is just patently unconstitutional. But we know his real motive here. He's trying to position himself within the Democratic Party to be the nominee for president. So you not only have to fight Donald Trump at everything, but you have to be in favor of massive illegal immigration, mass amnesty, and open borders. And that's exactly what he's doing. But it's very shameful.
It also undermines law and order. I mean, it makes a lot of cops wonder who's in charge here, and that's a problem. All right, next one, Jonathan. Santa Clara County in California has created an ICE-free zone. They're prohibiting ICE agents from carrying out raids on municipal property. So what's your take on the ICE-free zone?
Same issue. They've got an issue with the Supremacy Clause, because if they're just saying ICE can't go in these public places, but everyone else can, that's a problem. Secondarily, same thing with Illinois. If they try to enforce this law, the people enforcing it could be subject to federal criminal liability. So again, it's another political stunt. But you're absolutely right with your last point. It undermines the law, and there's really this big subversion strategy of the Democratic Party to prevent deportations, but it makes the community less safe. Also delegitimizes, or attempts to delegitimize, valid law enforcement, so it puts them in greater danger. So everything about this, cynical politics at its worst, passing these types of things where everyone knows they're not valid in any respect.
But they keep chipping away at authority here, and the whole way in which our legal system is structured. It's got to have an effect. Jonathan Fahey, good to see you. Thank you very much for being here. Appreciate it.